Well, it's been at least a year since my last YouTube video, so for my triumphant return, I'm going to show you how to schedule Instagram Reels. But before we start, it's important for you to understand there's a reason why you've Googled and you've done YouTube searches on how to schedule Instagram Reels and haven't found an answer. And that's because there is no legitimate way to schedule Instagram Reels. And the method I'm going to teach you in this video is 100% black hat. Now, does that mean that this isn't safe for your Instagram account? Does that mean that this won't work? No, it will work. And personally, I do think it's safe. In fact, I use it every day for myself and my clients. But it does mean we have to answer a few questions, which we will save for the end of the video, because I know you probably want to get straight to this method. But it's important to bring up because this is black hat, meaning this isn't a snap your fingers type of fix for scheduling Instagram Reels. So there's going to be a couple of steps involved. And I wish it was easier. Instagram, I don't know why you make it so hard, but it's not so easy. So let's get into it. We're going to need three things to schedule Instagram Reels, all right? We're going to need software, and that software is Jarvee. Now, there's a link to this in the description below. You can click on that and download the software. We're also going to need a VPS, and then, of course, we're going to need an Instagram account. That's what we need to schedule Instagram Reels. Now, what is Jarvee? Jarvee is a pause for dramatic effect Instagram bot. An Instagram bot. What is an Instagram bot? Basically, it's a program that can do automations. It can automate your Instagram account on your behalf. It can do follows and unfollows and DMs and all of this stuff. And you need to resist the temptation and not touch any of that. Instagram automation and Instagram botting in 2022 is worthless. We can have a conversation why in a later video, but the only purpose I use Jarvee for currently is to schedule Instagram Reels and to schedule LinkedIn videos, which we don't have to talk about right now. So that's what Jarvee is. And just to get into the real nitty gritty of it, it's an emulator. So what Jarvee is going to do is trick Instagram into thinking that we are on our phone scheduling Instagram Reels when really it's just this computer program doing it. That's really all it is. Now, we are presented with our first hurdle here. Jarvee starts at $30 per month. Cue the sad music. I wish there was a cheaper alternative. There may be a cheaper alternative. I haven't found it yet. So Jarvee starts at $30 per month. You're going to need at least the starter plan. Now, the second hurdle is we're going to need a virtual private server, which is basically just a VPS, a server that will hold Jarvee so Jarvee can run 24 hours a day. Here's our second hurdle. What is a VPS? Do I need to buy a VPS? Here's my answers. Google it. It's really not that hard to figure out. And yes, unfortunately we do. And I like VPS. I like Green Cloud VPS because they have this right here. It's called a Mass Planner Optimized Virtual Private Server. This is the one that I use. It's $26 per month. Gasp, you are down now, almost $50 for the server and Jarvee. Now there is this, the Amazon free VPS you can certainly use and figure out how to use it. That's a free server. If you have a computer for some reason that runs 24 hours a day, you don't need a VPS. There's probably cheaper VPS. You can do your research there. But ultimately, you're going to need Jarvee and you're going to need a virtual private server. Now, once you have both of those things, you're going to log on to your private server and it's going to look something like this. How do you access your private server? Any other questions like that? I guarantee you a quick Google search will give you what you're looking for. So we are on our server. We have Jarvee. We've downloaded it onto our server. Next thing you're going to need to do is download your videos onto this, server. Maybe just use Dropbox or a Google Drive, whatever it is. Personally, I like to download my videos and just kind of put them on the desktop right here so they're easy to access and then just delete it when I'm done. That's just me. And then what you're going to do is you're going to open up Jarvee. And now we're going to go to social profiles and we're going to add our Instagram account. So right here, I'm going to add an account and here's what it looks like. You're going to type in your username, password, and verify account. Couple of small notes here. This is an emulator once again. So what that means is Instagram thinks that someone is logging on to your phone, which it's you, but for all they know, it's a stranger. So sometimes you'll get like a suspicious login or something like that. I like to just keep my phone next to me and be logged into my Instagram account. And then when I click verify, if it gives me something like email confirmation, or, if it doesn't just log into my account, I'll just go into my Instagram, refresh it, and it'll usually say something like, is this you logging in? And I'll press yes. And then once I do that and I try it again, I'll log in. Just a small note there. Also, if you have two-factor authentication on, take that off, log in, and once you're logged on, then you can put it back on. Small couple of notes there. So now we have a VPS, we have Jarvie, we're logged into our Instagram account. Now the next thing that we're going to need to do is go to publishing. And now we're simply going to add a publishing campaign. Now we're telling Jarvie, I'm ready to schedule some Instagram Reels. Go to add publishing campaign, and you have two choices. Now we have a standard and scheduled. And the difference is very simple. Do you want to choose at what date and at what time you schedule your posts? For 99% of us, I think that will be us. We're going to create a scheduled campaign. Now, or do you want to just upload 20 videos and say, Jarvie, post one every day at, say, 6 a.m.? That could also be you. You could use that. For now, we're going to do a scheduled campaign. Give it a name. I'll just call it IG. And now we need to do a couple of things. The first is click on Advanced Settings. Then we're going to go to Instagram, and we're going to press a couple of buttons. The first would be crop image instead of adding borders. What this means is when the reels are posted to your story, let me just show you right here. When the reels are posted to your story, you can see like right here how for Instagram Reels, if that'll focus, that it zooms in and basically just gives you like a really zoomed in version of the thumbnail. If you don't check that box, it'll make this really ugly black border around it. It just looks so much better if you zoom in. So click that button. You're also going to want to post it to your wall and your story. This is a personal choice, so you don't have to do this, but I prefer to post my reels to the story as well as the wall. And a little note here, if somebody watches 3 seconds of your Instagram story, it'll count for a view towards the reel. So I do recommend clicking this. Now, the most crucial part is clicking here. Instagram post in Reels. Now, once we've done that, we need to go to where to publish. So we've told it, we're posting Instagram Reels. Where do we want it to go? So we want it to go to the Instagram account. And we also want to check wall/profile. Now, the last thing that we need to do here is upload the videos. So hopefully you've uploaded your videos already. Here's a little example video I've done. Now the video is uploaded right here. A couple of notes. Instagram Reels. The format needs to be proper. 0 to 60 seconds. I forget the dimensions, but vertical dimensions. And if it is in that format, then this will work perfectly. And now what we need to do is type in our caption and then maybe our hashtags. And now what we can also do is click Instagram Advanced Options. And this is just a preference. I like to choose the cover photo. So, let's just go to a random part of the video, 5 seconds. Okay, fine. I like that. And now in this Instagram Advanced Options, there's also a couple other things here. You can tag users in your post. That's great as well. I recommend doing that. And then you could also add alternative text if you want to. Just a couple of little nitpicky things. And now we're going to choose the time. So you can see right here, it says add timer. And what we're going to do now is we're going to choose the date that we want to post it. So let's say we want to schedule it on Monday, next Monday, to Omni Influence, which is our destination. And then we have the time set to 12 a.m. or whatever time you want. Now, we can exit out. And then what we're going to do is add to post list. Quick note here. Whatever time your VPS is set to is the time that Jarvie will be set to. Most of the time, your VPS is set to your time zone here, but just take a quick note. I would just make sure to check the time zone that your virtual private server is in, because if this for some reason your VPS is set to European time, European time, and you're in America, obviously it's going to schedule it to their time zone. Just do a small check there. So now you can see the video is in our post list right here. And now what we need to do is go back to publishing, and we need to find the campaign. Click on it and just click start. Okay, so it's active. So now we have the video, it's going out on Monday, and we can go back and we can just keep adding all of the videos right there. And one by one, it'll start scheduling out. So the video has been posted. You can see the video right here on my Instagram. You can also see that it was posted to Instagram stories. So there you have it. Now, I did touch upon that this is a black hat method, and this is using a software that is essentially tricking Instagram. Now, personally, I think that this method is safe. Instagram automation is essentially just automating your Instagram account. And if you've ever used something like Hootsuite or Buffer, it's the same exact thing. Every time you schedule a post through Hootsuite, that's Instagram automation. We're just using a different software. Now, personally, I think that Instagram is looking to punish those that abuse automation. Follows, unfollows, likes, and mass spams. I mean, just check your Instagram DM box. It's probably full of people spamming the crap out of you. Instagram is not looking for things like this. Now, that being said, it's really important to understand the consequences because, this is not a legitimate from Instagram method. I just want to make that as clear as possible. So hopefully this video helps. All of the links are in the description below. There may be a couple of points. You may be thinking, how do I do this? How do I do this? Maybe leave it in the comments, but I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to answer any direct messages for this. I made this video because no one else has published it. From what I've seen, I just haven't seen anybody else talk about how to schedule Instagram Reels legitimately. So I thought I'd help y'all out. This channel is going to switch more to opinions. I want to talk about social media censorship. I want to talk about emerging technologies. So that's what this channel will be dedicated to. If you're looking for me to give you tips like this, every once in a while, I'll throw in a video like this, but don't have the time for it, to be honest with you. So that's it for today's video. Please like this video if you found it at all useful. I don't care. I don't know. Just end the video here.